Welcome to my channel, English Made Easy.
Hello and welcome. Today, we are going to absolutely master two tiny but super powerful English words that unlock thousands of conversations, do and does. So if you want to ask simple, confident questions, you are in exactly the right place.
You know that feeling when you want to ask about someone's job or their hobbies or just what they do every day? Well, you're going to learn how to do that right now. By the end of this, you'll be asking those questions with total confidence.
All right, so here's our game plan for today. First up, the two key words. Then we'll get into building the question and how to give a simple reply. After that, we'll do some real-world practice, and finally, it's going to be your turn to speak. Let's jump in.
Okay, section 1, the two key words. Let's start right at the beginning. You know, these two little words are the absolute foundation for asking questions about right now, about the present.
So what's the deal with do and does? Well, we use them to ask about facts, habits, or routines, basically things that happen regularly. Think about simple ideas like I run or she reads. These two words are the magic keys we use to turn those statements into questions.
Now this slide, right here, shows you the single most important rule you need to remember. It's all about who you're talking about. It's pretty simple. We use do with I, you, we, and they, and we use does with he, she, and it. That's it. That's the core rule. If you can get this right, you're already halfway there.
Okay, on to section 2, building the question. So we have our keywords. Now let's put the pieces together. It's actually like following a really simple recipe. And here's that 3-step recipe. It's so easy. First, you pick do or does based on that rule we just learned. Second, you add the subject, the person or thing you're asking about. And third, you add the main action, the verb, but in its simple base form.
And check this out. This shows that formula perfectly in action. See how every single example follows that pattern? Do you work here? Starts with do, then the subject you, and then the base verb work. Same for the others, like does he live here? We've got does, the subject he, and the base verb live. See? Simple.
Okay, listen up, because this is super important. This is the biggest trap that learners fall into. You must always use the base verb after do or does. But why? Well, think about it. The word does already has the S sound on it. You don't need to add it to the verb again. So it's always does he work and never ever does he works. Got it?
All right, section 3, the simple reply. You've just asked a perfect question. So how do you give a short, confident answer back? Let's check it out.
And the great news is the pattern is wonderfully simple. You just echo the question word. So if the question starts with do, you answer with do or don't. If it starts with does, you answer with does or doesn't. Like, do you? Yes, I do. Or does he? No, he doesn't. Easy, right?
Moving on to section 4, real-world practice. Look, theory is great and all, but language really comes alive in a real conversation. So let's see how these questions and answers actually work together.
For instance, someone might ask you a really common question, something like this.
And you can give a nice, clean, clear reply, yes, I do.
Or what if you're asking about someone else? You might ask this.
And the answer is just as easy. No, she doesn't. Perfect.
Now let's see how it all flows together in a little back and forth. So person A kicks things off by asking,
And person B gives that simple, short answer we just practiced.
Then, person A follows up asking about a third person. Now notice, because your brother is a he, they correctly use does.
And the reply follows our rule perfectly. No, he doesn't. You see how smooth and natural that exchange is? That's our goal right there.
Okay, this brings us to section 5, your turn to speak. You've listened, you've learned. Now it's time for the most important part of all, actually activating your English. Let's get you talking.
Okay, I want you to read these questions out loud with me. It's so important to get your mouth used to making these sounds. I'll read each one, then I'll leave a little pause for you to repeat it. Ready? Do you speak English? Do you watch TV at night? Now, to make this skill truly yours, I've got a little mission for you. First, I want you to create 5 new questions using do and does. Second, answer your own questions just to practice the patterns. And third, and this is the most powerful step, go ask a friend or a family member. That is how you turn knowledge into a real skill.
And that brings us to the end. You've got the rules, you've got the formula, and you've got the examples. The only thing left to do is practice. So let me ask you one final question, using the skill we just covered. Do you feel ready to practice? I'm willing to bet your answer is, yes, I do. Thanks for watching.